Hey coach, so glad you found us. Couple things. First of all, subscribe. Please go over and do that. That will keep you updated with everything that we're doing. Second thing is go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you want to put hardware in your basement, if you want to win more games, let me help you do that. I will give you my personal email address. We'll do one-on-one calls. We'll do office hours, less than $1 a day, 14-day free trial. Go over and check it out. Let's head off to the video. Go through some of the nuances of stuff that he can work on. Because basically he needs to create space a little bit, I think, don't you think?
He does. Now, the biggest thing is what you do when the defense gets out. So one, every single time somebody pitches and plays on you, you need to be ready to catch and shoot. Okay? Every single time. Because what happens most time in one-on-one, everybody's expecting a dribble. So they come out like this and they sit you. They do that to you, you knock it down.
Right. Hands down.
Man down.
Man down, baby.
It's a one-on-one. I don't care if it's a 5-on-5.
It's over.
3-on-3. If they close out with their hands down, you hit it every single time.
You shoot it. You have to have the mental aspect of if they're coming out with their hands down, which won't happen on this court when you're playing at the highest level. It just won't. But if it does, it's got to go up because that's a mistake. It's like them not sealing the baseline. It's a mistake if the hands are down.
The biggest thing that you got to start looking at is what is the actual hand up. So you won't see hands straight down at their sides closing out. What you will see is this.
Yes. Right.
This is not a hand up.
I'm going to shoot over you. Yeah.
This is not a hand up. This is I'm guarding the dribble. Okay? Think about it. If you're taller than me, right? So if you shoot the ball and I put my hand straight up and don't jump, right? There's not a very high likelihood that I can block the ball. If you jump and I don't, that's gonna be hard for me to block. Now imagine, not only am I not standing straight up with my hand up, I'm in a defensive stance, which makes me lower to the ground, and my hand is here.
Yeah, coaches yell, get low, get low. Yeah.
Like my hand's literally at your knee. You telling me you can't get that shot off? I could. So if your hands are ready and your feet are ready,
hand down, man down.
Touches leather, you're ready to shoot it, and you see that hand down here, you get up into it before I come down. So that's number one. Number two, you have to be able to read bodies and see where you're open. So let's say I do this. I close here. You didn't get your shot off. I closed here, I took away the shot, now I'm here, right? What's open?
Drive left.
Drive left. Okay, so now, one, yes, but you can't just start going, right? You gotta test the water. Take your right foot, put it outside of this foot right here. Why would you want to do that? Exactly. So one, don't overstep it where you're like this and your legs are straight. Why would you not want to do that? You're stuck, you're not explosive here, right? So want your knees to be bent, right? And you take a step right here where your knees are still bent like this, but you're outside of this foot. Okay? So knees bent, right here. Okay? Now, can you push off that back foot and explode right here? Okay then, right? But if I do come here, what can you do with it? You just change it and put it outside of this foot, right? Now I gotta make another decision. Now you're playing with me and making me make decisions this way. Now all of a sudden you're gonna have an option. You wait for the biggest mistake and you attack. So when I was playing with you right here, and you close, all I was doing, I was just testing. Like, all right, where is he really gonna jump? Right? Because everybody's trying to force me one way, they just might not show it right away. So if I step this one, you don't bite, and I step this one, you do bite. They're trying to cover the middle. So that means I'm going to go here, boom, and attack this way. Because you're thinking, don't give up the middle, so that means the baseline's going to be more susceptible. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you play with them, you read which one they're trying to take away, and you attack the other one really, really hard. Okay? If you don't get your shot right. So I want you to try it right now. See what happens. Good.
Money. That's perfect though. Make 40% of those and you're all Big 8, man. Ooh, that's a good stretch.
Good. Now, on that one, right, you did a really good job pushing that ball in the first dribble. What do you think you could have done a little bit differently to really beat me on that one? So I gave you a layup for that one a little bit. Yeah. Right? Now, what could you have done differently? Okay. I like it. Right? I want you to think about these. What, from an angles perspective, you have done probably how many times you do that right here? Right? You want to own your line of attack? Where's your line of attack right here? There. Where's right there? What are you looking at? What are you pointing at? The rim. Right? The rim is right here. Where did you actually attack with this basketball? Out. You were coming about right here, where the lane line is the baseline. This was your line of attack. So, technically, if I just stayed on your hip the whole time, I stay between you and basketball time. I've never actually cut you off. If you beat somebody or you get a step at all and you get on that hip, you have to force the issue back towards the line of attack. You're now on that line battle, right? We're doing line battles all the way to the rim, and you got to try to win that line. Because if you do, that means you end up here. I'm here, the basket's there, you won. Does that make sense? So anytime you get somebody on your hip, you automatically think, line battle. I'm pushing, I'm getting back on my line of attack, I'm getting to the front of the rim. Make sense? I want you to try that right now, okay? I'm gonna roll it out. Play with it a little bit, drive this way, and I want you to sever the angle. Stop fake, boom, drive. There you go, good, much better. Now, that was gonna be way more open, right? And how many dribbles did it take you to get there?
One, I think.
Right, it took you 3 the first time through, right? Because you went this way, you landed out, and then tried to finish it versus move, one, attack, that makes sense? Just some of the things to think about here. Now, that's when you got somebody closing out on you, right, on the wing. Let's say here, right, this is that situation where somebody's already in you, you caught the ball, maybe it was too late, they didn't really come and help over, so they're already in you. In this situation, when you're being pressured by a really good ball defender, which is going to happen in the Big 8, you need to own your space, right, and you can't let them fluster. So on this reverse pivot, it needs to be a violent reverse pivot, and you have to own your space in front. Yes, I would take a step right into it. Right into it, boom. Get your space and open up. So now, there's space to read. If I come straight this way, that's it, right? If I come this way, that's it, right? If I come straight at you, what do you have? Either or, right? Either or. They come straight at you, you got both hips. You take your pick, you do whatever you want to do. Does that make sense? But you got to make them get off you first before you got to read. Create your space, get here. Right now you're low, you're loaded, you have space to read. And whatever they give you, boom, you just tap that hip and go. Okay? So, I want you to try to make that read right now. I'm going to give you one. You got to make the read, okay? All right. Freeze. I gave you the ball, your feet were right there on the three-point line. When you turned around, your feet were on the break. You have to own your space in front. You do not budge, you do not give space. Everything is forward from here. Come back. This, you can give me about 3 inches. Okay? Right here. Play deep hard. Play deep hard. Nice, for sure. Again, that's way from the butt.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You get in them and make them back up. You can't get here and be soft with it, right? And you're in me, right? Your forearms in my back already, and I do this. Now I'm farther away from the rim, and you can step up into me. I'm standing straight up versus down here where I'm low. Everything is in their favor, right? The moment I touch the ball, and I sense that they're trying to pressure me, I'm taking a tackle. I'm here, I'm here. Yep, now I'm making a read. Where you right? I dictate the pace of the game. You do not let the defense dictate where you go. Forward, big step, right in so you can create some space. Be aggressive, not hurt me. There we go. Good. Very nice. One more. Stay low, shoulders. Shoulders facing you. Shoulders facing you. There we go.
Want contact.
Oh, God. Now, lost balance a little bit there. Why?
One or not used to playing that well. I probably didn't have a good push-out dribble.
Push-out dribble was okay. What I will say is this. You did a really good job when you were here, playing low. What do you think happened since you put the ball down?
Probably went up.
You went up, you went chest to chest. Okay? Remember that CP drill when I had 2 balls and push out, right? Where are your shoulders facing? I want you to do that CP drill. I'm going to try to push me forward, but I'm going to put my hands in your chest. Just walk me down. Nope. Hands in my chest. Nope. You can't do that. You gotta be up like this. Chest forward. Push. Get me somewhere.
Come on, Drew. Drew.
Get me somewhere. Come on, Drew. Oh, good. Naturally. What did you do? You want to go that way and what your shoulders do?
Down.
Now, put the ball in your right hand. Drop your shoulders. Push me somewhere.
Yes. And you're not as strong as Rudy.
All right, free. Now, see the difference? Were you really not trying in the first one, or could you just not push me? Well, think about it. If I'm driving here, my chest is up like this, and I'm standing up, and I get contact, what's going to happen? You're going to stop. If I'm here, and I'm driving and going through contact, what's going to happen? Keep going, right? Even if they're stronger than you, even if they're more athletic than you, If you get your shoulders down and you focus on, right, the technique, you can still get past those big, strong guys. But you gotta get your shoulders down. You gotta play low every single time on an attack. You gotta be a sprinter coming out the gate. If you're standing straight up. Shoulders down, you don't win. All right? Get some water.
Hey, Coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like before you leave. And also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's got everything and a roadmap for you to become a better basketball coach. So go over and check it out. And let's head back to the next video, wherever that would be.